All right, let's go ahead and I'll show you the SchoolFusion page that I maintain. As you can see, Advanced Math Topics is, the current SchoolFusion page that I'm on. So this is the page I just talked about that I maintain for my students to use as a classroom aid. So you have announcements right here. Last announcement, 12.1 to 12-5 test. It keeps them up to date on anything that's going to come up in the near future. And then to the right in this column here, we have our homework. So if they click on, well, this is March, so April's coming up. So on the 1st of April, this is the assignment due, page 755. So when they click on the calendar, that's specific to that day and what's due. Then below that you have homework, future homework due, and then previous homework. So if they know they missed something and need to look back. Links, will come back to that. And then files, you have the book and Kiefer book, so any assignment that I assign through the book, they can access it right there and have the key for it. And then obviously worksheets and handouts, so if it's not a book assignment and it's a worksheet that I hand them, it's right there as well. So for example, they click on that and bam, there we go. They click on the chapter they're in and it will give them a list of the handouts that I've given. And obviously I usually give, like I'll put on their chapter test review. A lot of times I'll do one or two reviews in between. And it's just, yeah, just in case they may lose their homework, which will happen. But anyway, so then let's go back to links. I skipped there. It's videos and other resources. So this is the website that I maintain periodically for my students to use if they're at home and don't have help. So this is not designed for basically a student to go home, watch the video, then me say, oh, you've watched that video? Great. Now let's go ahead and do this homework assignment. This is supplemental, meaning, the kid has to know what they're searching for. Okay, so they can't, basically, if they understand the concept of what they're looking for in the title, they can go search for it and do some research. So for example, the classroom I just saw you was advanced math topics. So then you have also algebra, geometry, probability and stats, other resources, and then trig. So let's just look at advanced math topics, which is basically the class is like a pre-calc class. But anyways, let's say they're struggling with the unit linear functions and relations. So if they click on that, linear relations and functions, it gives them a list of videos that they can look up. So if they didn't know what concept they were struggling with, it'd be really hard for them to use this as a resource. They have to know what concept they're struggling with and which unit they're in. So if they are unaware of that, they need to come to me and ask me, hey, what do I look up on YouTube? Or I mean not YouTube, but your video resources. And you could look it up on YouTube as well. But anyway, so for example, something as specific as, operations with functions or inverse functions or composition of functions. So they have to know what they're looking for. But once they do, it's great because they can go on here, look it up, and it's going to take them to a pretty good resource that's going to walk them through some problems and concepts. So all of these videos, they range from great to okay. So just because it's on here doesn't mean it's the end all be all for videos here. It just means that I found it. I know it could help in a specific situation, so I put it on here. But anyways, so that gives you an example of kind of what I do for this web page and for SchoolFusion.